Hey, what's going on YouTube? Crack some Hot Wheels race cars in this video. Starting with some of these extras. I don't know if I'd say I'm going to hoard this Acura, but I think I'm at a good, decent amount right now. Like I've got 2 or 3 loose and just 1 on card. But this car is just so nice. Very nice car. I didn't really care for this casting every time I've seen it out, but this one here just does it for me. The livery and the wheels and tires definitely makes it happen. So this one here I don't have any extras of, so definitely this for me has been the hardest one to find. It was the last one I found to complete my loose set. It was the last one I found again to complete my carded set. You know what's crazy though is I'm starting to see these things warming pegs, this whole set. Like the whole set was available today. It's been hanging on the pegs at my Toys R Us all week. I live a block away, so I poke in every day or every other day just to make sure I'm not missing anything. So the Acura is definitely nice. The Porsche is also definitely nice. So speaking of Porsche, same casting, different release, different livery. It almost pains me to open these. These were from 2012. These cards are straight too. Well, let's see what it looks like. I like the molded blister. I like when Hot Wheels does that. They don't seem to do that too often. Keep the car from moving around. Man, that thing is sharp. Really nice silver color. Metal flake silver with the orange and red racing stripes. That is white along the side there. The wheels and tires look somewhat similar to the Acura. They're not the same. They're definitely different. I guess they look similar in that they have the red chrome lip. But let's take a look at this Porsche. That is sharp. That is a sharp car. I like it. I like it nicer than the car culture. Not gonna lie. Hopefully that doesn't roll off and squish one of the other cars or chip one of the other cars. Which one do you guys like? They both look good. I like both. I know that these new wheels on this red one are all the hype, but I am not a big fan of these wheels. At least not on this car. I've seen a lot of people doing wheel swaps with them, and I don't think they look all that great. But those two cars together look real good. So let's crack open another one of these road racers. James Garner's Copo Corvette. So this car I can tell right now is gonna look so much better out of the package. I just have a feeling about it. Just a feeling. Let's take these off. Wow. That white on the back looks really good. Really nice metal flake. I hope this is focusing okay. Doesn't seem to be. The wheels and tires look great. Man, that is so nice. The headlights look good too. They got some trickery going on with those. Actually look really good. I think from a detailing, a paint and detailing standpoint, these appear to be as nice as, maybe even nicer than, the vintage racing. The next one I'm going to crack open here is this Chaparral Camaro. Got the big bow tie, the number 1. I don't know about these wheels on this car. I don't necessarily know that that was the right choice. I don't know. Let's reserve judgment till we see the car in the nude. I like my die-cast like I like my women. Nude. That's a cool casting. Man. Yeah, the wheels on it. I don't know. I think they look okay on the front. It's on the back that it's like the wheels are too big for the spoked rims, I think. Maybe I'm just being picky. I don't know. That does look good. It does look good. And this thing has an opening hood. Here I am thinking these are the same tool. And clearly they're not, but I think it could just be a retooling. So here's the Road Racer. Here's the Vintage Racing. I don't think it's the same tooling. I was thinking it was just a different hood, but the Vintage Racing doesn't have the opening hood, so that's part of the body. So it would have to be either a different tooling altogether or a retooling. Now I like both of these cars, but I think I like the Road Racer better just because of the the blue racing stripe with the numbers, just the circles with the number 1. I don't know. I think that's just a good look. They both look good though. All right, now we got the one everybody wants this one, it seems like, and I can totally understand why. This car, it is just so nice. So let's go ahead and get to it. It's the BMW 1992 BMW M3. It's got these almost like a brass color or a bronze color wheels. Now these blisters are like form fit. Take the Camaros down. Let's see what we got here. Yeah. That is one impressive Hot Wheel car. And if I was to rank my top 10 favorite Hot Wheels, or my top 10, what I think are the top 10 nicest Hot Wheels of all time ever, not counting RLC stuff, this might make that list. It is that nice. Not the biggest fan of BMWs. I like them, and I like, you know, I prefer import stuff over the domestic stuff just because in the grand scheme of 1:64 scale diecast, there seems to be a lot less import stuff out there, which I think is a lot of why I tend to collect it more. Plus, you know, living in the United States, you know, we see all the vintage stuff, the Mustangs and Chevelles and all that stuff. You know, we see them every day. So we're immune to it. So when we see stuff like this that we really don't see every day, I mean, we do have a lot of this stuff here, but I don't know. It just, I'm kind of drawn towards it, I think. My preference is definitely the JDM stuff, but this car, man, it's nice. I mean, it is nice. Metal on metal. Rubber tires with tread. Let's see if I can get a little bit better. Those wheels are killer. I think these are some of the nicest Real Rider tire wheels that Hot Wheels has put out. Just the normal 5-star, just basically, I mean that's basically the Ferrari F40 wheel, and most Real Rider Ferraris from Hot Wheels have these wheels on them. But every now and then they'll show up. They showed up on the Twix Combat Medic in the pop culture. They've showed up on some other stuff, but they don't really show up all that often, other than on Ferraris. So pretty cool to see it on a BMW. I'd love to see these wheels on some Datsuns. You know, they look great on the 510. What do you guys think? The front end on this car, Hot Wheels smashed that. So I guess I'm starting to acquire a decent little collection of Hot Wheels race cars. This is just a small part of it. I mean, the nice thing about race cars is you have so many different adult collectible lines to draw from. Everything from the road racers to the vintage racing to the car culture. Even like Retro Entertainment has some pretty decent race cars in that set. And that's just to name a few. So pretty awesome. I don't regret opening them, not even a little bit. So thanks again to Dreadnought for that trade. That was an epic box to receive, and I'm very happy to get this stuff. These two cars, I got them in Protecto packs. because for the time being, they're not going to be cracked open. The F40, I've got a buddy that might be interested in it. If I do end up keeping the F40, it'll definitely be cracked. That's a car, if it stays in my collection, it's going to stay in my, it's going to go into my collection loose. This one, on the other hand, don't think I'm going to open it. I think this is one of those pieces, one of those rare pieces that I'm going to leave on the card, at least for the time being. So that completes the Dreadnought trade. But I do have some other stuff that should be showing up tomorrow. Another trade that I made. Hopefully all you collectors out there stay active, and you know, the hobby can get expensive, so one way to keep things fresh is to trade. But when you do trade, make it worth it, you know? I don't like trading one car for one car. As an example, let me see if I can find... I'll use this Nova as an example. That's about a $15 car. So, if somebody is going to trade that to me, and I'm going to send off another $15 car. So what's another $15 car? Let's just say that Enos race car. So I'm going to trade that race car, that Monaco, for that. Okay, so it's roughly two $15, $20 cars. That one might be worth more than that, but for the sake of argument, let's just say they're both worth $15. By the time you ship them, I guess if you ship first class, it's not that bad. It'd probably cost you $4 for a $15 car. But you know, you're almost better off just buying the car, you know, because by the time you pay for shipping and everything, you're almost like, I've had trades proposed to me where, you know, it's like a $10 or $15 car for a $10 or $15 car, where I can pay the same amount for the car on eBay, shipped to my house, and not have to send out a car to get it. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's something I've run into a few times. So one thing I like to do if I do make a trade is I like to work it up, you know, like the couple of guys I've been trading with lately, Dreadnought being one of them, we kind of just make a trade for, you know, I've got something he wants, he's got something I want, and we just say, all right, I'll give you this for that. Okay, cool, done. And it goes in a box. And then we just kind of work on it for a couple weeks. And before you know it, you got a box full of awesome stuff, you know, that's coming your way. And he's got an awesome box full of awesome stuff heading his way. That, to me, is the best way to trade, because, you know, shipping a car or two at a time, unless they're like super high dollar cars, it's just not worth it to me. I don't know if that made any sense. I'm sure a lot of you guys will get it and understand what I'm saying. But pretty awesome. I'm definitely stoked to add these cars into the collection. All of them. And I did a couple videos not too long ago with the Hot Wheels Real Rider jammers. I might have another jammer that I got to do. But got more cars for the Real Rider jammers. And I'd like to just continue to keep adding to them. So, thanks for checking it out. If everything goes well with the mail, I'll see you all back tomorrow night with another awesome box of diecast. Not as many cars, but some really nice cars. So, stay tuned for that. And it's been a while since I've used this. Shout out again to Champion DJK for converting the solar power to battery power. That was definitely worth doing. All right. You all have a good night. I'll holler at the next one.